Every minute, somebody somewhere in the world dies by suicide. But up until the moment of death, there is hope. And you, each and every one of you, can be the person who grabs that hope by the coattails and enables someone to live. And I'm going to tell you how. The thing is that keeping people alive who are suicidal is something of a personal mission for me because I've been that person. The first time I tried to kill myself, I was 7 years old. The last time I thought about it was yesterday. But I'm glad to be here. I'm really happy to be alive right now. This is part of my big dream, being here, sharing this message about suicide prevention. But the thing is that for people like me who struggle with thoughts of suicide, the only way that we can realize our dreams, whether they're big or really, really small, is if we can manage to make it through life 1 minute at a time. And it's really as simple and as complicated as that, making it through life 1 minute at a time. One unbearably painful minute when sometimes it feels like it might just be easier to end it all at a time. I can't begin to tell you how long a minute can feel. A single second can feel like an uncomfortable lifetime when you are tiptoeing along that narrow, thin ledge between life and death. And the idea of living a whole lifetime of that pain is too much. But the idea of making it through the next 60 seconds, just 1 minute, it's more manageable. It's more manageable. And so we have to find a way just to make it through 1 minute. And then we try and make it through the next, and the next, and the next. And after a little while, the pain, it begins to recede. And we realize that for now, at least, we can manage. So where do you come into this? How do you help to keep people alive 1 minute at a time? Simple. You've got to embrace the awkward and start talking about suicide. If you have a personal story of suicide to tell, think about whether you might one day be able to share that, whether you share it just with one person or with an audience of millions. It's really important that we try and share those stories because our silence can kill us. But sharing our story, speaking up, that can save lives. It's difficult, I'll be honest, standing here today on this stage, alluding to the fact that I have frequent and troubling, intrusive thoughts of suicide. That's hard. And I worry that some of you will think I'm attention-seeking. Some of you might think I'm seeking to glamorize mental illness. But I hope that most of you will just see someone who is struggling, someone who is actively fighting her demons every day, 1 minute at a time. Someone fighting the demons caused by years of childhood abuse, demons caused by being violently raped as a young teen, demons caused by the horrific outcomes of that rape. And some things are actually just too hard, despite the bravado. I'm struggling. But I'm honest in my struggles, and my honesty keeps me safe. Because when there's one of those moments when the next minute feels too hard to bear, because I'm honest about my struggles, I can ask for help. And I get the help I need to make it through 1 minute at a time. And I hope that my honesty helps not just me, but others too, because it kind of paves the way for their honesty in their struggles so that they too can ask and receive the help when they need it most to make it through the next minute. Not everybody has a story of suicide to share, of course, though you'd be amazed by how many people do. If you're sat there thinking it's just you, it's not just you. But even those of us who haven't had our lives touched by suicide, we all have a part to play here. All of us can embrace the awkward and talk about suicide. The most important question you can ever ask someone if you're worried that they might be a danger to themselves is, have you had thoughts of killing yourself? Have you had thoughts of killing yourself? It's a very difficult question to ask, particularly of someone that we care about. The asking terrifies us. The potential answer terrifies us maybe even more, but this, as the conversation, I'm going to take my earrings out, which has the potential to change a life, to save a life. You ask the question, have you had thoughts of suicide? Have you had thoughts of killing yourself? This is going to go one of two ways. Either you end up deeply reassured, having a kind of awkward conversation because the answer's no, but the person you ask knows that you really care about them, and they know that if ever things really are hard, that you are someone that they can seek support in. On the other hand, you ask the question, have you had thoughts of killing yourself? And the answer comes back, yes. Yes, I have. And in that moment, you have enabled someone to tell you their hardest truth. And in that moment, you have also taken that person from being completely alone in this dark abyss to having a hand that they can reach out to and hold that will help them to walk through these really, really difficult minutes no longer alone. And yeah, these minutes will feel hard. These minutes will feel long. These minutes will feel difficult for the both of you. But as those minutes turn into hours, and those hours turn into days, and those days turn into a lifetime not lost to suicide, both you and the person who you spoke to will be so glad that you embraced the awkward and you talked about suicide. Thank you.